So this is Connect 4 Frenzy. Connect 4 Frenzy is a fast-playing twist to the classic that everyone knows and loves. Right, so you simultaneously bounce your yellow or red discs off the table and into the grid. Super fun, simultaneous, fast playing. Connect 4 has great momentum right now. We've got a TV show in the works. We've got, we have recently featured in Fortnite. This is super fun. You get 4 in a row to win. You can clinch the corners, you can get the center square, and super fun, the bottom becomes the lid. You'll see that that is gonna stay right inside. It's not going anywhere. Super fun game. This is coming out in the fall.
Sweet, excellent. All right, college tick.
So rebounds, very similar to spike ball.
Can you put it in your collar?
And then,
thank you. Sorry.
No worries. Inside, it's fine, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is this is not Connect 4 Frenzy. This is Rebounds. Rebounds is an action-packed game in the skill and action category. You have a similar premise to spike ball. So you'll take the soft foam ball, you'll bounce it on the tabletop trampoline. It'll go to your opponent. They have to catch it, bounce it back. You have to catch it. If you miss it, or if it hits the table before you catch it, the other team gets a point. So you keep track of your points here, and we've got some fun music and sounds with this as well. There are 3 modes. There's a remix mode, which is going to be a musical freeze challenge, and reflex mode, which is going to be a speed challenge, as well as the classic mode, which is just going to be back and forth. So if I can have, you want to volunteer with me and do a little back and forth?
Why am I nervous? It's on camera.
It's gonna be, we'll be good, we'll be good. Alright.
Do I get it, Jen? You got it, Jen.
Oh, we're gonna go faster. Oh! So you're gonna get that point there. The game's gonna keep track of the points. And one of my favorite parts about this is that it features some built-in storage on the bottom. So you can see the ball is going to slip right in there. It's not going anywhere. It's going to stay right in. This is perfect for traveling, parties, play dates. This is a really great item. It's also coming out this fall.
wow, awesome.
How much you know about Magic, but we've been in market for, we're the original trading card game. We've been in market for over 30 years now. We're the longest continual trading card game. And we just announced our partnership and did some card reveals with Marvel for our Spider-Man set that's coming in September. So we revealed our scene box, which is a scene of cards. You can pop them together like this. Whoops, excuse me. And the products went on pre-order on Amazon. So we announced this on Good Morning America earlier this week.
It was during the show, right? Yeah.
It was during the show, yeah. So, and then we did an exclusive with IGN
Very cool.
right after.
Spider-Man's always popular.
Spider-Man's amazing. We'll have welcome decks. We'll have a nice suite of product. So we'll have welcome decks for folks to bring them into the game of Magic and the game engine. We'll have collector boosters, scene boxes, bundles, and of course our play boosters, which is the quintessential Magic product.
Are these your commander decks?
No, these are not commander decks. These are the scene boxes. So if you look, you'll see all the cards go together, and they create a nice scene.
Extended art, right? Is that what they're called? I think, right? Extended art.
Extended art, but the scenes itself, like you can see that the art itself
Do you have any of the comic book artists doing the artwork?
We do.
You do.
We do. Yeah.
Anyone you
We
can
have
name?
a lot of, not at the moment, but we have world-class artists that create all the art.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you.
Wow.
Experience. It's really built for enfranchise. It's so fun to just learn how to play with your friends. So it's built for our enfranchise fans and players to teach new players how to play. So you can imagine a lot of family play, intergenerational play, and just everybody coming together over the love of Magic. So we have a smattering of product here, but what's really interesting is our beginner box. It's probably one of the most innovative and best ways to learn how to play Magic. So it really walks you through the experience and gives you the tools and the strategies to be successful and have fun. Yeah. And then of course we have play boosters. We have jumpstart boosters. Jumpstarts are very, very fun. So you take two, shuffle them together, and you just get right into the play.
Got 15 million players.
Magic. One of the beautiful things about Magic is the cards actually tell you what to do, and it's very much a strategy game. But you can customize your play decks, and so we have everything to build your own decks. to really get that experience.
And Final Fantasy, that's going to be...
This is one of our most anticipated sets. It's coming in June. We just did the card reveals, which you can see on the screen over here. So really beautiful art. We worked very closely with Square Enix to make sure that we captured all the beloved elements of the game of Final Fantasy. So it really is a love letter to the world of Final Fantasy. And again, this is coming out in June. We worked with incredible artists, including Amano, to create some of the art for the sets. And we'll have beginner boxes, starter boxes, play boosters, pre-release packs, collector boosters, and everything. So we also have commander decks as well.
Awesome. Now I'm like, whoa, well, too. All right, so this is our new D&D starter set, Heroes of Borderlands. What we did is try to remove all of the barriers that people feel like they get into with a big D&D game. So time commitment, understanding all of the history, making a character takes too long, being a DM is way too daunting. All that stuff we tried to take out and lower the barrier so that we're able to get a game started in 5 minutes and complete one portion of an adventure in 60 minutes. So you really only have to take like a board game approach. So once you open it, you have like hundreds of components, like 200 plus components, including like 100 plus spells. You have all of your species and your background. And then what we did is, so you have a class board. In the class boards, there are 4 different classes. You have your fighter and cleric, which we have here, and then you have your wizard and your warrior, which we're getting made. So this is all prototype that we wanted to show you. But if you're saying picking a fighter, all you have to do is what you need right here. You just grab that stuff. So it says you need chainmail, you need a great sword, and you need a lantern. And then you're pretty much ready to go. All you need to do is then select your background card. So if you're going to choose a soldier, or if you're going to choose species, there you go. That's your whole character creation. That little 2-minute time is all it took to set up. Now, if you're on the DM, like this is kind of like the DM side of things, you have all these different adventure booklets. So we're going to get in 3 adventure booklets. Each adventure booklet has like a different setting. So you're going to have this, which is the Caves of Chaos, then you have some forest areas, you have a bunch of different spots, but in that, you have maps. So a large map that shows all the different adventures. So for example, as a group, you start with players of 3 to 5, and you say, we're going to go to the Caves of Chaos, we're actually doing Cave A today. So Cave A is going to be this one portion, and this is about an hour here. So as you can see, they ascend up to different letters, and the higher the letters go, it increases in difficulty, like you kind of expect. But there's like 10, 12, 15 hours per booklet, and there's 3 booklets. So just out of the box, you have 40 plus hours of gameplay. So as a DM, again, making it less intimidating, just like down there, you get into this cobalt layer, and this is all you need to do. It says how you need to pick up all the tokens, what monsters you need, what treasures, and then it gives you a little map of like where you can set it all up over here. So once you get into that, you can kind of take your adventurers through the cave, and we'll give you hints along the way. So if you're not sure how to DM, we'll have corresponding numbers that show you, all right, this is kind of a hint about what you can do for gameplay. This is how you can take your players through the flow of play and kind of the rhythm that you want to get into. So really taking that barrier out. And then the last thing that we did, so you have your encounters, right? So if you take your encounter and you have your dwarf over here, everyone loves to roll dice, but no one likes math. So what we did is reduce the math and give you the dice. So for this, so for example, you're like, I'm gonna attack the Cobalt Warrior. All right, all you need to do is a melee attack, and we know not everybody knows what a D20 is. So we give you the picture of the D20 and the modifier that you need to see if you're hit. So you roll, you got 8, you add the 5, you're 13. What you need here is the DM, you say, okay, this is my monster card. We have a Cobalt Warrior. The AC is 14, so that just misses. But you go back and roll it again. Then you have 11, that hits. Then you say, all right, what's the damage? We show you another picture of the dice and the modifier you need to make simple math. So all you need to have is your 2d6 and then your strength modifier. So that's 3 and 2 and 3. So that is 8. And right there, the hit points is 7 for the Cobalt. Boom, you are one step closer to this treasure. So that's how fast the adventure moves, that's how fast the combat moves, making it really easy, nice part of your board game night, rather than being a whole 3 to 4 hour session. But the hope is, after 40 plus hours of doing this board game, you'd want to graduate to like our Dungeon Master's Guide and our Player's Handbook to create a bigger adventure, give yourself some more of a like 40 plus hour one-time adventure, getting into months or weeks or years of adventuring with the same polys. So that's the new starter set coming out in September.
Thanks, Blaine.